So on the back end of 2022, I actually sold my PlayStation 5 to chase my dreams. And that's mainly for three reasons. Number one, throughout uni, I graduated in 2022. So throughout uni, since 2019, I just played it less and less each year. And I thought, wow, this is just collecting dust, bro. So I thought, yeah, waste of space, let's get rid of it. And then number two, I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. So I was kind of like, anytime I was on the game, I would like play for like 30 minutes, probably get bored and then think, what am I doing with my time, bro? Like, this is 30 minutes, 2 hours that I could have been watching a YouTube video to learn something. I could have been editing, making more money. Like, it's really weird when like I play games at the same desk that I make money at. So I was just like, what the hell am I doing, bro? And then number three, I just feel like I'll be less distracted. So I didn't have this desk at the time, but you could imagine it was basically the same concept. I had my PlayStation that side, and then my MacBook this side, and then my gaming monitor in the middle. And I'd kind of be editing, and I'd be like, oh, I kind of fancy a game of FIFA. Or you get what I'm trying to say? Or I'd be on the game and I'll be thinking, oh, maybe I should be editing. Is there any work I should be doing? So it was kind of like that. So I'll be like, maybe I'll be less distracted, just getting rid of it. So it's just not there, you know, out of sight, out of mind kind of shit. So I'll just have the MacBook, and the back end of 2022, that's exactly what I did. And that's mainly because my friend Kai saw me like working with Black Bezos, which is Faith, and then Marnie, which was Lord Sugar's youngest business partner at the time. And he was like, yo, bro, what are you doing? And then I told him, come round. We spoke. He was like, oh, teach me how to edit. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Taught him how to edit. And then he was like also an editor as well. Then he was like, we should start a podcast, because he met those guys. And he was like, yeah, like this is sick. We should start a podcast. You've got connections. Like, this should bang. And, you know, we started the podcast. It wasn't as easy as we thought it would be. We spent like a year and a half not having any weekends, but we thought, yeah, part of the grind, part of the hustle. We'll meet some great people and we'll figure out what our next moves are. And like, it was probably the best thing we ever done, because it put our name out there. It separated us, you know, two young niggas. I got a podcast, Handsworth, yeah, cool. And they're just new to the game. So we interviewed some serious people, bro, like making 20K a month, 30K a month. Some niggas claiming to make 100. Met some ballers. But yeah, it was a good experience. But just as we started the podcast, I had a camera, Kai didn't have a camera, and we was like borrowing cameras. Kai was just like, he's gonna sell his PlayStation to buy a camera, even though that didn't even equate to a camera, but you know. And I was like, fuck it, I had the thought of selling mine anyway, so I might as well sell it at the same time you're selling yours. Not so I can buy a camera, because I've already got one, just because I want to get rid of it. So we sold it, and what was interesting, at the time we sold it, I got the same amount that I paid for it. So I was just like, damn, okay, I didn't even take a loss. That's a big dub. So we sold it. He eventually got his camera, and the podcast was in full effect, bro. Basically went all in. So no weekends, just us two recording podcasts, editing podcasts, either at mine, his, or the studio eventually when we got one in like early 2023. And yeah, we were just like, fuck it, let's see where life takes us, because we'll get further in life doing this, whether it fails or not, than, you know, playing games. Because bro, FIFA resets every single year, bro. Like, I think there was a point where I was playing FIFA, and you know me, Elite Division type shit. I was playing FIFA, you know, my pack luck was never good, so I had to work hard for my shit. And then the FIFA season just ends. Like, there's a new FIFA, let's say FIFA 24 or 23, and then it's just like all them cards that I worked hard for just don't matter anymore. All them special cards that I put in SBCs to get this mega card, like, it doesn't matter anymore. How shit is that? Every year it just resets. Like, imagine if life was like that. That would be dead, but life isn't like that, bro. You continue to grow and build, like it's sick. So yeah, we just focused on the podcast and focus on our own separate ventures. Oh, this gone off. And then during that time, because I was working with Black Bezos, I grew him from like 17, it was actually like 13,000 Instagram followers to over 500,000. And then I was working with Marnie, which was Lord Sugar's youngest business partner, but then she kind of was just like, I don't know. She was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was just like, okay, like that's cool. Whatever, like each to their own, right? So after that, I worked with Code Sweet, and I'm like, I don't know what title I would give myself. Like, I'm not just an editor, more of like a content creation specialist or a social media strategist, whatever it is. I've combined all them skills and I use them to like grow personal brands, pretty much. Personal brand growth strategist. I don't know what you want to call it. So Code Sweet went from like 600, 800 followers to 60,000. Then I was like, fuck it, I need to do that shit to myself, bro. Like, I'm sitting on just under 1,000. So worked on my Instagram, obviously not fully because I had to do other client work, pay the bills, etc. So eventually my Instagram grew steadily. By 2024, I think it was like August 2023, I was like, I want to start posting on IG and TikTok. Started doing that. Grew to like 10,000 followers on IG. TikTok was slightly behind, but now TikTok's caught up. But then also during that time, it was early 2023, I was working with Rosario Academy. They're called Contentpreneur now. But we're basically, I was hired to teach editors how to edit short form videos, basically. And that was a cool experience. I was teaching like 15 students, so something like that. So we had like one Zoom call and then one in person each week. So it was like 2 sessions a week for, was it 4 weeks or 6 weeks? Something like that. But the time flew by, man. It was really nice just working with people. It was a great experience. I actually kind of want to do something like that, but for like content creation. So like 2 Zoom calls a week and we just work on, making better content so you can grow your personal brand. But yeah, so that was a nice experience for me. And then I'm sure it was some point during 2023 as well, Nero hit me up, which I met through Faith, and he was just like, bro, he's starting YouTube. So we started YouTube. It was faceless. I've never done faceless videos, so I kind of learned how to do that. And at the time it was okay. Like we thought, like it started off and like the second video got like 10k views and we were like, okay. Bear in mind he had no YouTube presence, so it was cool. But then as time went on, like the videos were hard to like keep up with because obviously they were faceless, so I'd get the audio and have to edit like the whole thing. So the longer the video, the longer it took. And like it would take me like 8 hours minimum to edit these videos. And to do that in one day, that's a lot of dedication. So I'll probably split it over 2-3 days and then go from there. And then when the time put in doesn't reflect what you get as a result, like views wise, it's just kind of, it's annoying, right? So we went back to the drawing board in like 2024 and he done what I told him to do in the first place, and that's just to show his face. Because he shows his face on IG. Well, he wears glasses, but he shows his face on IG, and I was like, bro, just do the same on YouTube. And when he finally done that and done like whiteboard style videos, and he made them like longer, like 30 minutes plus, people started building a connection. It started getting views, and he grew to like 100k followers in 4 or 5 weeks. Like now currently he's sitting on 138, 136. I don't even know, bro. I lost count. So that's another person I've helped. Like it's crazy. And it's funny because while I was doing all of this, I think Marnie said to me at some point, AJ just got that magic touch. Everything he touches just works. And I was just like, that's kind of cheesy, but I'll take that. I'll take that. But at the same time, I did suggest Nero to make those videos from earlier. So if he did, you know, probably he'd be on 500k by now. But the journey wasn't always like so glittered in gold. Like there was a point where I was going to stop and go into sales. So Kai stopped editing and went into sales. He done door to door. He made like £1,000 in a week, and he was like, bro, jump on this shit. I jumped on it. I made money, made 1,000 in a week, and I was just like, ooh. But then my clients were suffering because I was out here knocking doors, making sales instead of editing their videos. And I was like, oh shit, what do I do? And then eventually I kind of realized like, bro, come on, let's wake up. Let's do something that's going to make you feel fulfilled, because knocking doors wasn't making me feel fulfilled, bro. It was fun, I'm not going to lie, at points. When it's raining and you ain't getting no sales, that shit hurts, boy. But when you get in sales, it's fun. But even when I went home, I'd be like, shit, I didn't get to create anything today. Like, it was dead. So I stopped that, went back in on my personal brand, and like shit started looking up, bro. Like Hollyland sent me a set of microphones. I started working with some other brands. Apple even sent me a MacBook back in like July. It was really sick, bro. It was some good times. And I guess that brings us to current time. Like, am I living what I expected myself to be living 2 years ago? And I'd say sort of. Yeah, sort of. I didn't really have a clear vision 2 years ago where or what my life would look like. All I know is I'd be making more money. I'd be working with clients that I love working with. I'll be helping more people, and I've helped a bunch of people. So I guess so. So quick side note, while I was actually editing this video, I realized I don't know why I was stumbling on what my life would look like. I don't have a clear vision, but I knew for a fact that I just wanted to be a full-time creator, bro. I enjoy creating content, whether it's around tech, whether it's around content, because I seem to help people a lot with their content, whether it's about just life in general, bro, because I basically make videos I enjoy watching and what I can help people with, and I genuinely do like it. So if I could wake up and do one thing, create videos, I'd actually be happy, and also make a substantial amount of money. But back to the video. And I'm kind of creating YouTube videos now. I've got a personal brand on Instagram and TikTok to the point where I'm getting brand deals. Brands are reaching out, whether that's free stuff or whether that's paid collaborations. Like, yeah, I'd say I'm there, bro. Like, you never know where the next few months could take me. I could get 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, 100k on IG. I guess it all depends. But I guess the reason I'm making this video is kind of just like, if you want to do something, do it. If you want to sell your PlayStation like I did, do it. Because as I said, bro, PlayStation isn't real life, and nothing can compare to the feeling of, you know, working for 2 years, seeing your life change, getting those big wins, counting the small wins, rather than playing PlayStation, hitting Elite Division, playing Foot Champs, you know, getting, I don't even know, rank 1 or whatever BS. Like that shit's cool. And it does come quick because it comes over a weekend, whereas life, yeah, that shit could take years. But like, PlayStation ain't going nowhere, bro. FIFA ain't going nowhere, bro. I could buy that shit next year. I could buy that shit right now. Like, I'll say work on yourself. The only thing is though, I probably will be buying a PlayStation back probably next year when GTA 6 comes out, just because that's a game I can't miss. Like, it's a game I can't miss. So I'll probably be buying that, and I'll just be using that as as my downtime, because right now I'm trying to find series or movies to watch when I'm not working, because obviously you can't work 24/7, bro. Like, it's just not possible. Don't listen to those gurus out there saying, bro, I'm working 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day. Like, yeah, you're probably not. And if you are, you're probably not doing the best work, bro. Just get some rest and go again tomorrow. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you want to sell your PlayStation, sell it. If not, suffer, I guess.